Hello everyone, and welcome to MyniQ podcast. I'm your host, and I'll be sharing short English stories and conversations with you every day. Today's episode is The Last Projection. And the text level is 3. Learn how to talk about things that happen to something or someone else. Join ideas together and talk about things that might happen. Stick around till the end for 5 quick questions to test your understanding. Alright then, let's get listening.
The Last Projection. The salon in the Grand Café was dark and silent, the only sound being the soft hum of the projector as it spooled out its final reel. The audience had long since departed, leaving behind only a faint scent of cigarette smoke and stale air. But I remained entranced by the flickering images on the screen. The films were old newsreels, grainy and fuzzy, but they still captivated me with their glimpse into a forgotten era. As I watched, the projector suddenly jolted to life again, its beam of light dancing across the walls like a restless spirit. The images on the screen began to warp and distort, as if reality itself was bending and twisting to conform to some madman's vision. I felt a presence behind me, but when I turned, there was no one there. The projector continued to whirl and whine, its light illuminating the darkened room in stark, eerie flashes. And then, just as suddenly as it had begun, everything went black. When my eyes adjusted to the darkness, I saw that the screen was now a portal to some other realm, beckoning me with an otherworldly glow.
Now, let's move on to the conversation between Billy, Meg, Kelly, and their teacher, Luan, after reading the novel.
Whoa, that ending was crazy. I didn't see it coming.
I know, right? It's like the author took us on a wild ride. I loved how the film reels came to life.
Well, I have to say, I appreciated the way the novel explored the intersection of reality and fantasy. It was thought-provoking.
Yeah, I liked how it made me question what's real and what's not, and those newsreels were so cool.
I loved the newsreels too. They added to the sense of nostalgia and wonder.
And don't forget that crazy projector scene. I mean, whoa. Yes, the use of the projector was effective in conveying a sense of unease and uncertainty.
I also liked how the novel explored the themes of memory and perception. It made me think about how our memories shape us.
Exactly, and I loved how the author used the film reels as a metaphor for how our memories can be distorted or altered over time.
Yeah, it was like, what's real and what's just a memory. It was trippy.
Now, let's test your understanding of the novel and the dialogue with 5 questions. Question 1. What was the setting of the opening scene in the novel? A. A dark and silent film theater. B. A busy street in Paris. C. An old newsreel archive. D. The author's home office. E. A forgotten era. The answer is A. A dark and silent film theater. Question 2. What happened to the projector at the end of the novel? I. It stopped working. B. It started showing a new film. C. It began to warp and distort reality. D. It went black. E. It disappeared. The answer is D. It went black. Question 3. Who said, "I didn't see it coming" in the dialogue? A. Carrie. B. Meg. C. Leah. D. Billy. E. No one mentioned this phrase. The answer is A. Carrie. Question 4. What did Billy appreciate about the novel? A. The way it explored the intersection of reality and fantasy. B. The nostalgic value of old newsreels. C. The themes of memory and perception. D. The use of the projector as a metaphor. E. None of the above. The answer is A. The way it explored the intersection of reality and fantasy. Question 5. What did Meg love about the novel? A. The way it explored the intersection of reality and fantasy. B. The nostalgic value of old newsreels. C. The themes of memory and perception. D. The use of film reels as a metaphor for memories. E. None of the above. The answer is D. The use of film reels as a metaphor for memories. That's it for today's quiz. How many did you answer correctly? Thanks for tuning in to my channel today. I hope you enjoyed the stories and conversations and found the quiz challenging yet fun. Don't forget to subscribe or follow us for more daily English learning content. Until next time, keep practicing your English and have a wonderful day.